Though NIO missed the analyst expectation in the Q4 of 2020 earnings results, I definitely think that this is a company that continues to do well, because if you are to go and strictly check in those results, you will notice that it was way better results than what they had reported in the previous quarters, which brings excitement into many of the investors and attract investors into coming to invest in a stock. Otherwise, with all that, allow me to welcome you to yet another awesome video. Now, on today's video, guys, we'll be looking at the earnings results of Q1 of 2021. Not only are we going to look at the Q1 2021 earnings results, but we are also going to look at the latest development with regards to the new factory that NIO is about to construct. So please do watch this video until the end, because at the end of this video, number one, you will know the detailed earnings results of this NIO stock and also the latest developments as to what actually is the plan regarding their new factory that NIO entails to start construction in Hefei. Otherwise, please note that I'm not a professional financial advisor. All that I'll be sharing with you here are just my opinions, and if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do. You need to go and consult the professionals. Otherwise, without any waste of time, for the Q1 of 2021, NIO reported a vehicle growth margin of 21.2%. which is a very good margin, because you'll remember that for the Q4 of 2020, they had reported a growth margin of 17.2%. So this just simply means that NIO is continuing to grow in terms of vehicles margin, which is something that is very, very good, and it attracts investors like us into continuing to invest in this stock, because you will see that from the Q2 of 2020 to the Q1 of 2021, this company continues to report a better vehicles growth margin than the margin that it had reported in the previous quarter. This just simply means that this stock continues to do or produce better results than the results that it had produced in the previous quarters, which is something that continues to encourage investors into investing in this stock. Otherwise, another thing that blew our mind in the Q1 of 2021 earnings results was the cash balance. Now, as seen on the screen, NIO currently has a cash balance of $7.3 billion US, which is also something that is really great, because you will remember that for the Q4 of 2020, this company had a cash balance of $6.5 billion US. So this $7.3 billion US is an increase from the cash balance that they had, or that they reported in the Q4 of 2020, which is something that, once again, it is very good, and it encourages us as investors to continue to invest in this stock, because you'll remember that a company with a good cash balance offers a highest level of liquidity, as the company can use this cash to maintain their short-term obligations and operational expenses. So this is something that you ought not to take very lightly, because it just simply means that the companies has got a very good balance sheet, which is another thing, like I said, which attracts investors into coming and invest to a stock. Otherwise, going to the total revenue that NIO generated for the Q1 of 2021, as seen on the screen, guys, NIO reported a total revenue of over $1.2 billion US, which is absolutely great, because this is an increase of 481.8% year over year. So this just simply means that this revenue that NIO just currently reported now, it is a way better revenue than the one that they reported even in the previous quarters. Now, I'm not sure if you're noticing something, guys. NIO, it is a company that continues to do well. So guys, if you are to go and look at the figures or the stats that I'm giving you, you will notice that NIO continues to do very well. NIO continues to grow. NIO continues to report better results than the results that they reported in the previous quarters, which is something that I definitely think that we should always have at the back of our minds. Otherwise, one last thing about the earnings results that is very, very interesting is the EPS, or the earnings per share, which is something that is very important, and it's something that investors also look carefully into this figure because it's very important as it determines how profitable, if the company is profitable, the company is, or if not, how far is the company from being profitable. So this is something that is very important, and that as an investor you would want to monitor and want to know what the figure is. So for the Q1 of 2021, NIO reported an EPS, or an earnings per share, of a negative 0.23. So the difference between the EPS that they reported in the Q4 of 2020 and this current EPS of 0.23, it's 85.6%, which is absolutely great because this company continues to get closer and closer to the mark of them being profitable, which is something that I definitely think that all the NIO investors are looking forward to, and which is what once again will attract investors into coming and investing in this company. So these, my friends, I definitely think that these earnings results, as expected, I mean, we were expecting these earnings results to blow our mind. We were expecting these earnings results to be better than the earnings results that NIO produced in the Q4 of 2020. And of course, we knew that they were going to be better based on the vehicles delivery that NIO delivered, which of course it was over 20,000 cars. So once again, guys, this NIO stock reported a way better earnings results than the results that they reported in the previous quarters. Otherwise, me personally, those are the four key things that I definitely think that sums up the earnings results of the Q4 of 2021. Otherwise, as promised, just yesterday we read about the NEO Park, which is a world-class smart electric vehicle industry that will be the new headquarters of NIO. So I was very excited when I read about this NEO Park plan because it is one of the things that as investors, or many NIO investors, were expecting or were patiently waiting for the information to be released. So I was very excited when I saw that NIO yesterday sort of like gave us a glimpse of what we can expect this NEO Park to look like. Otherwise, NIO indicated that this NEO Park will be approximately 11.3 square kilometers, which I personally think that is a very huge space. This is a very big, massive NIO project, which is going to definitely produce massive production for this NIO stock. So NIO indicated that from this new park, they will be able to produce over 1 million electric vehicle cars, which is something that should definitely open up your mind, like I said, to say that this will be a very massive electric vehicle industry park. Otherwise, since you all know that NIO also offers bus or battery as a service, NIO indicated that on this new industry park, they will be able to produce over 100 gigawatts per year or annually, which is once again should also definitely open up your mind to say that this company, it is going to do very well. This company, it is going to produce massive production in this new industry park, which is something that I definitely think it should encourage you and me to stay long onto this NIO stock, because I definitely think that long term this EV company, it is going to lead. It is going to be one of the leaders in this EV sector. The NIO, it is going to be one of the top EV companies in the world, especially that they are backed by the Chinese government, which is something that gave us assurance to say that this NIO stock will do very well because it is backed by the Chinese government. This NIO stock, it's set to do very well, which is something that I definitely believe that it gives so many comfort to many of the NIO investors for the fact that it is backed by their government. I definitely think that, guys, as I've said, the earnings results that I just shared with you of the Q1 of 2021 are very good, and I definitely think that the way they will contribute to the NIO stock price to recovering to its all-time high. I definitely think that, as I've said, NIO, it is going to be a company that is going to generate tons and tons of revenue, and I definitely think that very soon this company it's going to be profitable. In fact, I think that we might see NIO being profitable in 2023. I definitely think so. Otherwise, guys, with all that, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.